Okay, welcome everyone to Ramanujan Society for Research flagship event, the Fireside Chat, where we get you the opportunity to meet with our guest. I'm Mayank Jaswal, a board member at RaSoR and host for today's event. Now, without any further ado, let's welcome our guest, Mr. Nitin Kushwaha, a project associate at Robert Boss Center for Data Science and AI Institute at IIT Madras, who have also worked as a course instructor for various IITM and NPTEL projects. So please welcome Mr. Nitin Kushwaha. Hello, sir. How are you?
Oh, fine. So, thank you for a nice introductions, Mayank
Oh,
and other team members, RaSoR team member.
so it's our
And
pleasure, sir, to be so
I'm very
you to be
thankful
here.
to all who is joining me to hear, to listen me carefully. So, great. It's my pleasure to be here. And you, you have requested for a very relevant topic, at least in my opinion.
Hello,
So,
bro.
this is the
Let's send you a
relevant
request,
topic.
okay? If it's possible, please
And
turn on your camera.
hopefully I will share some insight, not really that big which I shared in workshop. So I'm hoping some of you
Okay.
have attended
Welcome,
my
everyone.
workshop in
Ramanujan
past.
Society for Research.
So some of I can even see some faces. So great. So man, we can start now, right?
Yes, sir, we can. Even so, just before we start, okay. Everyone, if you have any question, I'm gonna start the Q&A section here. So if you have any question, just put it there, okay? And we'll ask.
Okay,
Okay, so
fine.
you can begin now.
Oh, so it's visible now, man. It's fine.
Yes, sir, it's visible. Yeah.
Okay. So okay, fine. So I mean, you all are going with the degree, so let me introduce myself, what I'm doing exactly. So, uh, as Mayank told you about myself, so yeah, my name is Nitin. I'm the project associate at Medical Imaging Reconstruction Laboratory as a part of Robert Bosch, and I'm also involved in various NPTEL courses and in-person IIT Madras courses basic primarily in the background of machine learning and deep learning especially. So this is my basic background. So as Mayank have requested to my more basic backgrounds, I'll share you. Okay, so very relevant question, how to get and how can you get an research internship at IITs and IITs or other institutions is skill are required for the data science or relevant roles. So this is not for exactly internship. You can think of in the full-time role as well. So there's a nothing harm to see full-time role without an internship. People have done it. So I'll tell you some story as well. Okay. So myself, basic background. So if you are here at IIT Madras, you can even join my courses in person, which is going to the classroom, especially in machine learning and deep learning. So yeah, fine. So let me start from the background. How I came in this field. I mean, nobody knows how I came in this field. I mean, I never imagined to be in data science field or in machine learning or in deep learning. This like jargon word we. So uh, there's an story in background. I was preparing for JEE. So I mean, once a time we all are preparing for JEE, and we know how to. I mean, get an idea. I don't think it's it's not an easy job. It's a dream for us, but unfortunately, I didn't get it. I got in the first attempt, but due to some reason, I didn't join, and I tried for the better rank in the second attempt. I failed. I was not able to clear anything, even JEE mains. So then I joined Delhi University. Uh, my college was. I'm hoping this is an interaction session. I want to give something you should not be fear about the failures. So you will be, I mean, you will be in the better position that I had. So I joined Delhi University, some Sri Venkateswara College, and unfortunately, I joined electronics honors. And the first day I really realized I didn't made for the electronics because people are doing this KCL, KVL things, and I don't know much thing because I forgot, and I thought I took a wrong decision. But yeah, fine. Then first day I came back to my room or my PJ. Then I thought there's something missing. I think I have to look into some other option because I don't think I'm going to get a job in this area after attending the first class of my the college. So then things go, month go, 2 3 months happened. Fortunately, they organized a workshop on data science, and I think the speaker was from IIT BHU. He was some training instructor or something that short. And one thing he made this very clear: if you do something in data science, you will get a job. So I got the hope. Okay, this is the field. I'll get the job. So I start exploring what is data science. So I didn't really get what is exactly data science. Fortunately, there's something I search and search and search. I got a lot many things in between, and one of the fortune happened. I think COVID came, so we all came back to our hometown, and then you know how college is going in the COVID time. Nobody cares what you are studying, so you can study actually what you wanted. So I started studying some Python programming that interests me. But there's some. I will tell you the truth story. 4 hour lecture. I think the first lecture I saw from the some free website. 4 hour lecture was there. It took me to complete 4 months. You might think, okay, I'm not getting anything. What I'm doing within 2 days. I'm saying seriously, to complete 4 hour lecture in the Python programming took 4 months. Every day I start at morning. I used to type from seeing the website or video and try to run. I don't know what is going to happen by the Python interpreter, or I just see what they typed. I try to type in myself, and then okay, if something come out of, then I realize, okay, if I'll type print something, this is my name, and the output will be this is my name. So then I realize, okay, this usually print is something to print. So this way my journey started. So you can gain some motivation. No, this fellow is, I am the better, or I'm the better position than this fellow. So this is my background. So should not be worry about other thing. Okay, fine. Then I started exploring machine learning. So uh, after a while, actually once a time I was also student of this degree. So, but I was not pretty fast. I took 2 courses, and but yeah, by that 2 courses, I think the course was Maths One and is CT. So that really worked well to give me a sense of how to even write in a way, programming and all. And later, I met a very nice person within this degree, and where we start exploring basically the field of this machine learning and AI. And that time it was quite frustrating, seriously, because it's not easy. Because once you're not getting anything, because as a student you are a second side of the screen, not this side. So you don't know the real application. Might be you are studying statistics too and mathematics too, and you get bored. What is it? Because you don't know the applications. You don't know where hypothesis used. You don't know where this Bayesian estimation used. You don't know where this weak law of large number used being used. So that is quite frustrating. So I will say that is a real time to get motivated and do how they I mean telling you to do your degree persons. So that is very tedious and little bit frustrating because you are not getting the real outputs. But you should keep motivated yourself to complete that courses. Once you'll reach to diploma level, you'll get some fair of idea how to implement this machine learning and other techniques. Okay, come to the point. So then uh, I was somehow Dr. Sudarshan Iyengar started some group. What is something called Coder High or so I joined, I start discussing, but as I know I was not very well enough to understand. But he really made us understood. I tried and I was good enough. Then suddenly the the portal will open for internship. In between, I did a little bit internships. I have done 2 3 internships. So my focus always was to do something project. So because I can't understand really theoretical part until unless I'm not getting something out of as a result. So then I joined uh, 2 3 internships where in the first one I think I got lot of sense how this end-to-end application work, where I develop a statistical model on a data set and deployed on a hierarchy. So it's a basically web applications where you can fill some instance and you get some predictions based on the data. Then later I joined Dr. Sudarshan Iyengar at IIT Ropur. I think it was 2 3 months internships. It was really amazing. I mean, as you know, he's an amazing faculty. So I enjoyed the discussions. Uh, but there's a something I will tell you. This is, I think, whatever I wanted to do in my life, I never got it. I was end up getting something else, and then I realized this is better than that one. So actually, I was working with a project. So there's a PhD scholar at IIT Roper. So I started working with her, and there was extension really needed. There was extension needed for me to complete the project. Fortunately, due to some reason, I didn't get the extension. So I tried to exploring how to join some other IITs as a full time. Till now, I graduated from college, from Delhi University in 2022. So I started exploring full time opportunity. Then I got an I mean, there's a project recruitment website at IIT Madras. I will share with you all later. Please remind me. And then several round interview gone. Fortunately, out of 10,000, I got selected. There's a huge number of applications. I realized when I joined the company or when I joined the project, and that was under Raghunatham Rangaswamy. He is a global G Dean engagement at IIT Madras. So it's an amazing project. Uh, Moreover, project there's an amazing person. I met too many people who was excellent in their areas, and moreover, all was the founder of some startup. They are running some good amount of startup. I met an Prahar Modi. He's the excellent person. He taught me so many things as I don't know much thing. And then time goes. Uh, in between, I made lot of connection. One of my old connection, Dr. Balaji Srinivasan. He's in mechanical faculty. I so there's a little bit. Let me share that one as well. So when I was in college, I was exploring this machine learning area in the COVID time. So I tried to organize an workshop for a data science because Dr. Balaji has a course in machine learning at NPTEL. So I somehow gone through their course and I realized he's an awesome faculty. So I tried to connect him. I mailed him several times. He replied, and fortunately he was busy. So he said, "I will do end of the January because that time the semester will end." And fortunately, he shared their WhatsApp number. So that was the best moment for me to get the personal contact of awesome faculty. Then later I tried to write, okay, can I work under you sometime? So he really helped me to shape my career. How he guided me what to do. And then later I joined under Raghunathan Rangaswamy. I met him and explained so many things. He got very interested. And then later half, I joined his NPTEL course as a teaching assistant. Then again, he called me for in-person teaching assistant job at machine learning courses, where he was also teaching. I was sitting, and I was also taking some tutorial assignment and exams, and some class as well. So there's a lot of ups and down in my path. I'm running with the, I mean, with the time, so I can't explain, but you can understand how things work in the real. You may think thing will go slightly, straight way, but in practical, in journal life, thing doesn't work as a straight line. As I explained you on a workshop, these are all ill post problem. For same effect, you have multiple cause. So this is very short journey. I have explained you. Oh, let's go uh, to the real topic which I want to share with you. Okay, then you can ask some questions. So what is the skills you required? So I will say actually for internship, you really don't require so much skills. There's a very best skill I will say that required called googling, or you can write some better prompt in chat gpt. What actually you are looking for the answers, if you can type on google, or you can ask your right question on google, I am sure I'll assure you will get the best possible answer, better than the other one, I think also. So this is the best skill. So you should ask the right questions. So this is one of the skill, and you should be comfortable with at least one programming language. You don't need Java, you don't need Python, and I'm not asking you should be excellent, or you should be, you should know each and everything. I don't think this really required. You should comfortable with at least one programming language. I mean, if you know the basic stuffs, where basic data structures or data types, or you can type some uh, functions, or you can type on OOPS based programming. That's fine. It's completely fine for internships. No more things needed. Please take account of these skills. And yeah, of course, one database, especially AWS. So you can learn. I think in your courses they have taught you PostgreSQL. That is also awesome data base. Actually, I work upon it for when I was in under Raghunathan Rangaswamy. My specially work was in the earlier days was a data base in MongoDB and Postgres. So I developed uh, something over there. So that was my primarily job. So I was very pretty comfortable. And the third skill which you required, you should comfortable with at least machine learning techniques and deep learning techniques. So what do you mean by comfortable? So I'm not saying you should know everything like the way professors know or the way experienced person know. No, not really. You should know at least what is the input of an algorithm and what is the output of algorithm. Let's suppose if you are running if you're training a segmentation computer vision algorithm for segmentation task, let's suppose encoder decoder, so you should know it will accept as an image with some labels and it will give some mask predictions. Or if you know, let's suppose random forest, or let's suppose linear regression, so you should know, okay, it will take some continuous data and it will predict some continuous outputs. This is the thing needed for an intern. No more so much thoroughly knowledge required, because my emphasis is you can't learn everything in one shot. You will sometimes you feel okay, I know things, and once you go actually going for implement, you'll feel okay, no, something in missing in my knowledge. So you'll go, recursively, one by one, one by one, one by one. So that is the thing really needed. Please take account of these things. This is, and once you've done some course, let's suppose machine learning foundation or machine learning practice or machine learning techniques or other deep learning courses. If you are interested in deep learning, you can do it from NPTEL as well. And just try to do some hands-on project. Project should not be you should develop something groundbreaking. No, not really. You should really look some dummy projects or what people already done it, because you can't implement a real problem. If you able to do it, that's good enough. But I think as an intern, as a starting person, you can't really implement real cases. So you should look into some Kaggle, you should look some repositories, try to understand their inputs or their problem, what is the inputs and what they implemented and what is the output of the algorithm. Just replicate whatever they have done it. So that is also good enough. These things only needed for internships. No more thing. Yeah, there's many more thing needed. I'll share in the next slide. So till now, if anyone have any questions, can ask. Okay. So we'll come into this question. So RN and other, please ask the relevant question later. Okay. So uh, yeah, there's many more skills required. So what is that skill? So okay, now now you know things. You have gone through the Python programming. You have gone through some basic techniques in machine learning and deep learning, and you might have done some projects, hands-on project, dummy project, or some your own degree level projects. They are very good enough. I mean, to develop website, application development one, application development two. There's a many more projects. There are business data management courses, projects. Once you know done the projects, so what is really needed? Then you have to apply somewhere. So what is the way to apply? This is one of the best way, I will say. National, international, even we people always doing same thing. I am also applying some other abroad areas, something abroad as. So the best thing is cold mailing. So how you mail? So people often ask, okay, how to get the professor's mail? So I will tell you people, please go through their website, their profile. Each institution maintained a professor website. So if you search about Andrew Tangraj, So if you type the name, if you go to the IITM website, let me show you the demo as well. So if you go to IIT Madras website, actually you can go the innovation research happening campus like career and all, faculty, the institute, all this all thing is there. Just visit who is the institute professor, who is the faculty and all. So you can look into this academic services fees. I mean whatever relevant to you. So all mails is being maintained, at least their official mail in being maintained by the institution. So you can look into the mails from the websites from each and every IITs or NITs and other institute, ICER and all. So what do you mean by cold mailing? So cold mailing is basically a group of text which is nicely written about yourself and tell to somebody else whom you are mailing to. Okay, I'm this, my name is this, I'm going through this college, I'm doing this kind of projects and all. And yeah, and you can attach your resume if you have. This is one of the best way to get internships or get some projects or something within some professor institute and all. And the second best way is check with the institute portals, search some domain professors. So, in every time, like even IIT Madras, something called Septum, summer internships, or in IIT Roped, which I have done it in IIT, other IITs, Delhi, Kanpur, everyone opened their portal for summer intern. So actually, you have to look into the right time. For summer, they usually open at March, April, May, depend on the IITs. For winter project, they or winter intern, they usually open on some November or something that short. So please look into these portals regularly. This is your job to get an internship in IITs and search for the same domain. One thing I want to emphasize: even people do cold mailing, apply several portals, they didn't get internship. The reason is you are mailing everybody just a brute force. That doesn't work. Let's suppose you are mailing a mechanical professor and your profile is a data science or a data engineer or the, machine learning engineer or deep learning engineer. That doesn't work. If the professor is working in the CFD, computational fluid dynamics or colorful fluid dynamics, and you are mailing to them, I don't think it will really work. So there's a best way to check whether professor is working in that area or not. You can look into their profile. You can look into their recent paper published by the professors, or even you can see their NPTEL course. The best way to get connected a professor is a NPTEL. You can see look into their courses if they are providing some MLDL or some analytics courses. You can look into it and you will get connected. You can say, "Sir, I've done your course. That was really awesome. I'm looking for some projects or something in that area. This is the best course. This is the B best. Sorry, this is the the best way to connect. So that is the best way I get connected by Balaji Srinivasan. So I have done his NPTEL machine learning course. Then I mailed to Prof. You have done amazing job, sir. I want to look in something further, something else as well. Then he replied. Later or sooner, professor will reply. Okay, so this is the best way to get connected for internships, and always visit institution portal like time to time. They advertise there as well. So I know I always IIT Roped always advertise, and in the advertisement there's a one very main section, something called with which faculty you want to work. So at that time you should choose the faculty based on the background as well as possible. You should mail the faculty, I have chosen you as a guide for this summer intern or winter intern. So please uh, take account for me. So this is also best job. They might get lot of uh, they might get lot of emails or lot of application. If you mail them separately, they will definitely look into your resume because they are pretty active on their institution mails. So, okay, fine. This is the last section of the PPT. This is pretty important. Patience and perseverance. So, technically speaking, it, it might be, I mean, it might be, no, I mean, you feel some better, you don't feel better, but this is true, too much true. To search the job or a job process is very challenging, and you should be persistent and patientful because you might apply several institution, but out of 100 or out of 1000 you will get some 10 calls, where you might be fail out of 10 out of 10, but you shouldn't stop applying anywhere else. You should apply time to time, day by day. This is I think I have finished. This is very short PPT. I have finished so far. So this is the skill really needed. I'll share this PPT as well. This is the skills needed. No more skills. Somebody will say this and that. I don't think that really needed as per my experience. I have shared the real experience which I had already. So fine. Uh, Mayank and Aaron, you can ask some further questions.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you for your contribution and the knowledge that you actually shared here. So everyone, we are open for questions now.
Yeah. So you can raise your hand and one by one Mayank will announce.
Okay, so before we actually proceed further, okay, like we all have been there, okay, when we are coding and we are stuck at some test cases, it doesn't pass, okay, no matter how much you do it. So what's the first thing that you do in that case?
Okay, so I was today the Proctor exam, like system command and Python and all. I've seen everybody getting frustrating, not able to print. So I have done 3 or 4 slot proctorships. I usually do. It is fun for me sometimes. Not for really as a job. It's fun. It's always Sunday morning to see somebody get stuck on the print statement. It's I'm saying by bottom of my heart, it's it's really today till myself as well. Something I know, something I doesn't know. So 5 day back or 6 day back, I was uh, conversing the data types, hierarchical data, H5 format to PNG. There's a lot. There's a big Mimic CXR data set. So I was converting. I tried code, but that doesn't work for hours. 15 to 20 line code that doesn't work. I get frustrated. Then I was about to go to for a tea break or something. Then I realized something I missed actually, and I do some debugging. I just started working. So it's always I mean the same with others as well. In professors, I've seen Dr. Ganapati and Balaji get stuck. They are I mean they have done lot many things, but they usually get stuck sometime time to time, and they will ask, okay, you guys can look into it. So it huge to everybody.
Okay, so at the end, interns are the best debuggers.
Yeah, and let's hope enjoy Chat GPT. That is
No.
better.
Actually, so Aman, please go on with your question.
Actually, I wrote it, but okay. My question was: is diploma level knowledge at least required for applying for any kind of internships, or
Uh, I will say yes, definitely. Diploma courses are the best courses, like machine learning techniques, especially, but no as well. Yes,
okay?
Yes, depend on these. All everything depend on the person to person actually.
So one question more. Why it always shows runtime error, runtime error? I was fed up. I was erasing all the code again and again, writing it all over again. But runtime error, runtime. I was totally pissed off. I said, what should I do here?
Actually, this is a programming error. You are running out of a time. That's
Oh,
simply say. So you are putting some loop or something which is compiler not able to complete within that time. So you can look
oh,
into how to avoid this runtime error. Just type on some language models like ChatGPT. You can ask why I am always getting runtime error. Explain me as a layman way. He will.
So
Or
I was learning Python on my own few months ago. So
yeah.
the questions, the actually it was a reputable site. They were teaching as well. The questions was complementary to the lecture. But here on Python, introduction to Python, the questions are really tough. If they teach you first week, the question feels like a fourth week or third week to me.
See, I don't. I think they done really well. Dr. Sudarshan Iyengar done the good job. If you're running these kind of things, you can look into his NPTEL code. That is little bit more elaborate.
Detailed. Okay, okay.
So
Thank you.
complete
Thank you.
guy with Python, something is there, so you can actually look into that course. That is better course, I will say. I mean, both are better, but that is
Which
more, that like they explain really well from the scratch. So you can look into that. Okay, fine. Next question, please.
Question?
Yeah.
Yeah, sir. I had a doubt how to build a proper portfolio for research internships with not much work experience. Like, what are the important points to highlight in the resume in that case?
Portfolio in terms of you're saying resume, right?
Yeah.
Resume basically see as an intern what you can put into resume. You can only put where you studied. There's a one thing study background. You can put
Hmm.
the relevant project. You can put some soft skill. You can put something else as well, like courses you have done from NPTEL or your degree, and you can highlight some keywords. Like let's suppose you have done some Python programming, you can highlight some OOT programming. If you have done statistics too, you can highlight Bayesian estimation. You can highlight basically some other thing as well. So this is the basic thing for an intern who is seeking an internship. But because you can't really put a lot of things in your resume because you know you are just an intern or you are going to
Hmm.
apply as an intern. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Okay, next up. I don't know.
Is actually I wanted to ask that sometimes when we design a machine learning model, there are already inbuilt databases from AWS. Like let's say we want to do text processing,
Correct.
there are inbuilt databases in AWS, but there are some libraries like NLTK in Python. So like which one should we prefer while training our model?
Oh, see,
Libraries or the inbuilt models?
Amazon have done really good job. Even I was running the LLM large language models,
Yeah.
like similar to ChatGPT. So I was using their Amazon SageMaker S3 something they uploaded.
Yes.
So you can prefer as your convenience. Amazon, AWS, Google Cloud Storage, Azure, they all are relevant things. Depend on the company to company what they are actually using. So some
Yes.
company are using Amazon services, some company are using Google services, some company are using Microsoft services. But more or less they all are same. If you know one thing, you they all pretty
So,
same.
so like there are some libraries in the Python that do the same thing. Like for the web scraping as well, Scarpy, Beautiful Soup are there. But again, when you go to Amazon, Google Cloud, they also offer that inbuilt. So for like better relevancy of the product or like for the better free flow of the work, which one is preferred in the long run?
I
Like
don't.
if we are training a machine.
The real answer is you can't decide. It will decided by the company what they are actually going to use.
Okay.
There might be some company who have some better tie-up with the AWS. So they will use
Yes.
the AWS. Then you are forced to learn AWS. So you can't decide what you are going to use. It will
like
decided
so,
by the company.
yes, so like we are if we are working on our own project,
Okay,
like not for the company.
then you can look if you are going to use some pricing kind of thing. You can check the compatibility on prices, price versus compatibility.
Yes.
So this is the correct
Yes.
answer. Okay, fine. Next
Yeah.
question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next question.
Next up, Hassan.
So, and I had one more doubt. I want to ask how to, I mean, improve your communication skills. Suppose I'm on the campus, and so how to build connections with the professors.
Okay, okay. So I will say the communication, right? So this is also very crucial term. I will say. Uh, Actually, you can try to replicate. I mean, they have done very good job, especially Professor Rajesh. So you can actually try to look how they are pronunciating everything. You can sit in front of the mirror and you try to mimic, or you can try to think when you are alone. That is
Mhm.
the and communication doesn't depend on language actually. It always depend on how well you are communicating with the language. It might be Hindi, it might be English, so that's all fine. So there are some soft courses available, soft skill courses available within NPTEL, within your degree. You can look into it, definitely. And you can even discuss with your fellow because, uh, like this Mayank and Aryan, they are always open to talk and you can look. They are remarkable person in that area. Okay, fine.
Yes.
Okay, great. Next.
Okay, next up, guys. If you have any question, please raise your hand. Okay, so we don't have any question from the audience, so I'll just go with the question that we actually got from the G form.
Okay, great.
Okay, so sir, let's say we want to actually get an internship in IITs, and as you mentioned that we should do cold emails or look out for the professor's profile. So, is
Okay.
there any tip that how to actually find the perfect professor, like how to actually tone it down to the professor to whom we should mail?
Yeah, okay. So, Pravesh, you can look into your relevant because each uh, once you go to the institute website, so there's a section called teaching.
Okay.
So you can decide which course the professor is teaching. Let's suppose Dr. Balaji Srinivasan. He's teaching some fluid dynamic course. He's teaching some machine learning course. He's teaching some deep learning courses. So actually, you can look into the teaching. Let's suppose Samitesh Kapra is a deep learning faculty. So he's teaching deep learning course. He's teaching some programming course. So this is the way to look into. And you can look into the recent papers. So this is the best way. But actually, you can look into multiple professors. As you know, you are not going to get really good responses. If you mail 101, you will get out of 10 or 5. So you can actually mail everybody who's relevant to your areas. For the finding the research paper, you can look into their Google account, Google Scholar accounts. Everybody have by default a Google Scholar account. Okay. Second question.
Okay. So guys, any questions? Audience, it's an interactive session. Okay, so please go ahead if you have any questions.
You
Okay.
can ask any kind of question, even for is there any CGPA requirement? I don't think so, really. CGPA till you're like I had good CGPA, but I don't think nobody asked my degree as never. Even I didn't went to pick my degree from my college. It's still saved in the college dormitory, so not really read it. But yeah,
Okay.
for the because see, as a fresher, you don't have anything to show. Then marks is really needed. Once you get some experience, I don't think nobody is actually interested to look into your CGP.
Okay,
Okay.
moving ahead, Ashwin has a question here. So he's asking for guidance for doing projects after learning ML theory. What is an effective way to developing a project portfolio?
Okay, great, Ashwin. The best way to look into some Kaggle repositories or GitHub repositories. People have done a very good, I mean, best job as an open source. They have given the full code. Actually, you can run the code and you'll get output. So they have described the problem. First, you read the problem. What is the data they are going to use, and then what is they are going to implement, and what is the output. So, best way to explore the for a beginner, it's very frustrating. Really, you won't get everything in one shot. But once you look into a website 5-10 times and you look different repository, you'll get the idea. Okay, this is the way they are going to implement. So don't worry, and you can reach us, anybody of us. We'll give the relevant ideas.
Okay, so then comes what is the difference between research internship versus a corporate internship?
Okay, yeah, fine. So see, as you know from the society background, research is a random walk. Okay, you are doing something, you end up getting something else. This is true to research. So if you might be have looked into some recent development or best development, actually researchers were looking something else. They got end up getting something else. One thing, chat GPT. Actually, the researcher developed the paper. Please share the article I already wrote on Medium. Actually, attention is you all need. Actually, they are not looking for that. Actually, the way the process, they are looking for something else. But they end up getting something else, and today Chat GPT 3 and 4 is there. So this is the thing, and the corporate internships always is always to the some extent of a project. Let's suppose somebody want to develop a website, or somebody want to some client wanted to some they have some problem and they want some solution, application solution, or some other solution. So they are not a research job. You are not going to invent something new, or you are not going to publish something, I think so. They won't allow. Actually, you can't publish some commercial things as per the data agreement. But in real scenarios, in research internship, if you do your job well, you are basically exploring a unexplored area. So that is a really difference between the research internships and the corporate internships. But nonetheless, nowadays, like big, so there's always two section in a big company like Meta, OpenAI, or some Microsoft, or some Google. They have R&D team, they have corporate team. So they are SD1 are the corporate guy who used to do like coding kind of jobs, and the who have done the PhD, or at least they are much senior. They used to join as a R&D team. So if you see some R&D R&D person or a research employees in Google and Amazon, they all are at least from the PhD background. So that is the difference. Okay.
Okay. As you put a little more emphasis on the practical application of whatever we study, okay.
Yeah.
So is there any practical application that a maths 2 student can actually implement after just learning mathematics 2 course?
Yeah, there's a lot many practical applications. So if you read this blog, Median, I shared by the RN, wrote by me, you can actually look into how this word token, or this, when you typing some prompt, let's suppose let's suppose, can you write a blog on research? So once you're typing something, it's actually taking, see, machine can't understand text or picture kind of data. It will only understand the numbers kind of data. So actually, they are going to from the word they are going to basically token in a number, and from the token it's going to a vector, and from vector to is multi-dimensional vector. So actually, you can read the paper. So and you know all I've shared lot many things in image processing. Actually, a image is basically a list of vectors in three-dimensional space. So you can even there's a lot. I will share some things with the team. You can share in the group as well. You can actually type in a matrix and you will get deformation in the image developed by the Stanford. So in background, everything is vector and numbers. So you can look into this thing. Good example for your understanding.
Okay, so we have a next question. Is there any research opportunities in data science, and what are the different type of research opportunities that are available other than machine learning and others?
There's a many more. So if you are in diploma level or you have done some machine learning courses, so you can actually look into see for beginner you don't have to worry about once you starting something. I'll tell you something. Please try to pick something which coming relevant. See, there's a Andrew NG applied the Coursera launched a course called uh, generative AI with large language model. So you can actually do that course. I don't think they have if you know the Python basic Python, you can do that course, and you will get to know how this actually nowadays things are shifting to large language models or multi models. You can do that course. You'll get the relevant uh, field knowledge which is going to develop. So this is one field. Second boom is the NLP, language to language translation. You can also read some paper. You can try to read some paper from the once you've done the foundation. You're good enough to read the paper. Might be you can't understand the full paper, but you will understand the abstract. What is the problem, and what solution they actually figure out. So from the foundation level, you can read the paper. So you will get the because see for the relevant areas or relevant newer areas, there's a no textbook available. Seriously, once you know, so you have to look into the papers, research paper published by yesterday or uh, some other courses done by some great institution, Stanford or Coursera or edX or NPTEL or something that short. So this is the way.
Okay.
Okay, benefits of TA-ship. So I will say TA-ship one of the best thing to learn. I don't have any experience with your TA-ships, but I have experience with in-person TA-ships. So I was TA for machine learning for engineering and science application, where professor is teaching and you are sitting. So you are also learning everything from the great professors. So Balaji sir was teaching, I was learning. And you have to learn very rapidly because you have to take the class at the end of the week. So there's a headache. You have to understand everything very well and completely because you are going to take an tutorial class at the Friday. So this is the best thing of THF, and you have to make the assignment and make the papers. So actually, I think I have learned so many things from THF only because my audience was MS and PhD, 35 PhD student and 35 MS student. And for the really doubt, they actually ask the TAs what if they have some doubt, they will ask to TA. So actually, 70 people who's working on the different area of research, and if they are taking some ML course, I mean they have some problem in ML, so they will come to you and ask, I have this data set, I have mechanical CFD data set, which algorithm I have to apply. Then as a TA you have to answer either linear, either quadratic, either something else. This is the best, I think, benefits for as a TA. If you do an NPTEL, that is also well and fine.
The next question is from Shivam, and Shivam is asking how we can leverage cloud computing in the field of data science and AI.
Okay, actually, you can't run the heavy models on your own systems. I mean, if you are running some, let's suppose, okay, I'll tell you, if you're running some billion parameters model, so 1 billion parameters for that 32-bit precision by a bit, then you divide by 8 and you will get 4 bit each parameter. So it will be 4 GB for your 1 billion parameter. Then additional 8 GB for your optimizer, Adam or something. Additional some 4 GB for saving the model, and some 4 GB for caches and all. It will be 24 GB for only saving the model. I don't think nobody have 24 GB GPU or RAM in your system. For actually running 1 billion parameter, you require 20 times bigger. So it will be 48 GB GPU. It will cost you some 2 lakhs for 1 billion parameter. Think of this chat GPT or Bloom model. There are some 500 million billion parameters. And for chat GPT 3 and 4, there are some trillion parameter. You can't run on your system at all. So then you have to look into the cloud versions. So even I have some access of IITM the cloud clusters. So I'm running my own model on IITM clusters. So and in the upcoming time, there's a very good field in cloud computing because there's a work from home culture and people are actually accessing things from remotely as a team. So you have to be in the cloud only. There's no other option. Okay, fine.
So basically, running a model is just too much costly. That's why you'd require the knowledge of cloud.
So you can't run actually.
Sure.
I mean, some 1 billion you have to need some 80 GB. I don't think nobody have 80 GB GPU. If you want to train some 10 billion or 15 billion, which we are trying to do, so only way left is cloud. Right?
So we have a next question. What would be a better approach for internship? Learning algorithms or any kind of development?
Both are same only. If you are learning algorithm, you do some implement development.
Basically, we use algorithms to use in development, right?
Okay, as a beginner, you can't develop an algorithm from scratch. This is not you can't do. I mean, if you are able to do this, if you are able to do something better than chat GPT or something, fine, you are the best. But in practical it's not possible because you don't have infrastructure or you don't have a good amount of mentorships. So I will say use something, then try to develop something, right?
So in audience, do we have any more questions?
Shivam,
Shivam, IITM cluster.
basically these are aqua clusters given by some. Even I don't have much idea. I can't share actually. So these are the not official. I mean, these are official things. So these are aqua clusters. Okay, C5. C5 is basically stand for because engineers are lazy. So they something called Center of Innovation. So they short form is C5. Actually, they were lazy, so they said okay, rather than Center for Innovation, let's say C5 Labs. So they are developing something from scratch, like a hyperloop idea or something. So
Okay, so we actually have a lot of repetitive questions, and there is this one particular question.
okay,
How much how much do I need to know before I should email a professor? We are talking about a cold email here.
You should know one Python programming, comfortable level, not the best level. You should know basic techniques. Look into the professor profile. He's working on some machine learning techniques, or let's suppose your professor like Arun Rajkumar. He's actually working on explainable AI or some basically some optimization. So you once you've done basic what is optimization and how to do that at basic level, you can make.
Okay, so with this, we have actually come to the end of the session. So participants, if you don't have any question, we'll move forward. So any more questions?
You can ask any question. Neil. Feel free to ask.
Okay, Ayush, yeah, go on.
Yes, Ayush. Please go ahead. Ayush, I can't hear you. You want it to ask something.
Ayush, if you are not audible, if there is any technical issue on your side, try to rejoin or just write your question in the chat box and we'll go ahead with this. Okay, till the time Ayush, okay, Ayush is typing. Okay, so any more questions? Okay, sir, so how was the journey like from being an intern to project associate?
It's
How
fine
was
now.
it?
I'm soon or later soon I'm going to leave. I'm going some abroad or something like that. So it's enjoyable. I mean, see, every day you know something, you doesn't know something. Things will work sometimes, things doesn't work with time. Okay, I'm better than someone, better than somebody, and not. I mean, not. I mean, not that much relevant to other. You should enjoy yourself. That's it. There's a lot many things it outside. You don't have to care about that thing really. If somebody, I mean, one I will say one of the best demotivation is a LinkedIn. Once you're going to see somebody profile, somebody is looking my profile and okay, this person is this creative and that project and that. I didn't have done anything else. So this is the best demotivation. I'll say okay. So you should understand. See, things will come time to time. I mean, your time will come, right? So just see what courses they have done and open for something to accept and enjoy for like something I am struggling, something I know already. Uh, Day by day, I mean, even I'm very close to Dr. Balaji. He's like my father. So I usually ask everything to him. I don't. There's a no window between me and Balaji. So whatever I wanted to, I just ask him. He say, okay, don't. I mean, he said, see, life is only this way. You might think you are better than RN or Mayank, and you are not better than me. But I will say, see, there's a one song called, something, you are better than somebody, somebody is better than somebody, somebody better than somebody. So he's a professor, assistant professor want to associate, associate want to a professor, professor want to chair want to HOD want to director, director want to governor or something that's right. So everyone is the problem. Okay, fine.
So in nutshell, it's like life is always relative. Okay, it's up to us where we try to look into.
Yeah, you should
Sometimes we
enjoy.
see
You
how
should be kind enough to others as well. I've seen so many people. They're rigid. They know thing, but they are very very selfish or rigid. I don't think they will enjoy it. I mean, you know, one of the best person I know, Andres Karpati. He always writes some 30-page blogs. Read his RL or ML blogs, and he was the head of in Tesla. He frequently reply everybody. I mean, he is the relevant person in the field, and he's very kind person, open source guy. So person who have done lot of things, they are very open. They don't mind actually. They're very kind with others. So this is the thing.
Then, sir, I have one question for you.
Okay.
Everyone here is a researcher of some sort at some stage.
Okay.
So are you. Maybe again, it's a relative thing. You're planning to be a better researcher in better lab. Everything is there. So what's the one thing, which a researcher or a person who wanna be a researcher should always keep in mind? Like, just one line. Okay, this is the line I should read every morning and I'll be a researcher one day.
So you don't have to think of you want to become a researcher. It doesn't. You know, research doesn't way the way you think. So you just see. You should look something as a keen, right? Okay, why is work? What they have done it, and other thing. You don't think, oh no 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 no, I have to be a researcher. Oh no no no, I'm doing something wrong. I have to read some 50 paper within a one day. Not going to work anything. You should okay. I will do as a job or as an intern, and slowly you'll once you get the interest. So one thing very clear to my life, I don't want to be a in the academics or in the research domain. I never. I was even I wrote something on the Twitter. You can look my old Twitter feeds. I hate both of them. Unfortunately, I'm both of right now. Researcher plus academics. I never wanted to be a researcher and in the academics area. The similar to Madhvan sir, you have to look into his interview. He said one thing was very clear to my life: no research, no academics.